Also, I was YouTubing the other day watching other people's videos and I came across a tag video. I think it's a tag video, 10 beauty mistakes I used to make, and I thought that would be pretty interesting to do because I wasn't perfect at makeup at all. I wasn't really perfect at a lot of things, to be honest with you, but I thought I'd do it and I thought it'd make you guys laugh as well as making me laugh. The first one would have to be, it's not really like makeup related, but I used to like really have my hair like slick back. It was really bad. Like, I remember my uncle one time saying to me, like, Raji, your hairline's gonna go from here to like here by the time you're like 20 something because of how badly like you have your hair slicked back. And that was like the look for me, seriously. Slick back hair was the look. Oh my god, like I'd wash my hair and everything and I'd have it slick back. It was really bad, and then when I look back at pictures I kind of think like, what, like why would I do that? Like now I've just got my hair like at the back and I've got this out, so that's fine. But then there are some times where I just like to put like a bun, like just do like a quick bun thing. That's what I like to do even now, but like back then it was really bad. I used to just have it slick back. So if you used to have some really slick back hair, or if you still do it, please comment down below and let me know I wasn't the only one, because that for me was like trendy. The second really bad thing was my eyebrows. Oh, this is really bad. And I know if my sister's watching it, she's probably laughing because basically I used to have my eyebrows literally like pencil thin. And I probably got a video, I think I do have one video, my only video that was like the most recent video when I first ever made YouTube videos, so like my first, second, third video, and I don't know why I've still actually got that on here, and I know you're gonna try and find it afterwards. In fact, I'll just link it down below and you guys can see my eyebrows were really pencil thin, and I don't know what it was, like I thought like, yeah, my eyebrows are so good. And I think back then like it wasn't so much about thick brows or like filled in brows, or maybe I just was not aware of it. It was really bad. And I remember one time my brother had gotten married, so my older brother had gotten married, and the one younger than him, so they're still older than me and my sister, but the one younger than him was like, please do me a favour, when I get married, grow out your eyebrows. And I was like, what? Seriously? My eyebrows are not bad. Anyway, my brother gets married. So my older brother gets married, we look back at the pictures, both me and my sister, by the way, had really pencil thin eyebrows, and yeah, we was like, oh crap, like seriously, did we look like that on the wedding day, seriously? And then ever since I have just been on this mission to get my eyebrows perfect, and I think my eyebrows are perfect for me now. Like I love the shape, I love how they are, like the thickness of it and whatnot. I love all of it now. I would never go back to having really pencil thin eyebrows, like never. And a trick, tip, whatever you want to call it, is if you want to grow out your eyebrows, use castor oil. I know some say castor oil and coconut oil, but castor oil is what I recommend to all my clients. And a lot of my clients had pencil thin eyebrows, now they have thicker, fuller eyebrows, so castor oil is what you need if you ever did what I did. Third really bad thing would be when I first ever got my foundation. Now, for those who do not know a lot about makeup, I got confused, you all get confused, and sometimes when we go to the beauty counters they don't really help, because sometimes I personally think that they're like told generic shades. So basically this shade is the only shade that's going to suit a brown girl, you know, and this shade is the only shade that's going to suit somebody with very pale skin, you know. And so basically I took somebody's advice and I bought myself a foundation, and I remember my first ever foundation was the MAC foundation. I went straight to that side. I was like, you know, my first wage and everything, I was like, you know, I want that makeup. Anyway, that foundation turned out to be like the most orangest of foundation ever, but I still rocked it. I was like, this is it. And at that time I was still doing, I was just about to do my beauty course, and even on the beauty course they didn't even tell us about like matching up your foundations or anything. But when I was on my beauty course I never wore any makeup. Anyway, And yeah, I rocked that foundation until like my brothers were literally like my mirror, by the way. They were like, Raji, what on earth is going on with your face? Like seriously, what is going on with your face? And I was like, what do you mean what's going on with my face? Yeah, they were like, seriously, get yourself a mirror and look at it. So I looked and I was like, oh, shit. The fourth thing is going back to my eyebrows. I think this is number 4. The fourth thing is going back to my eyebrows, how I would actually fill in my eyebrows. I never filled in my eyebrows like this because, like I said, I had really pencil thin eyebrows. I literally got a eyebrow pencil, black, jet black, and I literally, that was it. Number 5, the only sort of makeup brushes, okay, I had a few makeup brushes. And for some reason, like my eyeshadow brushes, I would wash all the time. My foundation brushes, like I would only wash them, like I wouldn't wash them regular like how I wash them now. And I wasn't really aware of these things like when I was younger. And because like my mum, she just wore no makeup. My mum was like flawless skin, flawless everything, you know. And my mum was very natural. So with me like trying to learn these things, I didn't really wash my brushes, and I know it sounds pretty disgusting. I probably only wash them like twice a month. Now I wash them like way more than twice a month. And back then it was like, oh, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And I never thought of like the whole bacteria. I never thought of like the buildup. And when I think about it now, I'm like, oh my god, that was disgusting. You're like, why on earth would I do that? So yeah, that's number 5. Number 6. At times, and I know there's a lot of people who do this, at times when I would go out, so basically, you know, as I started to get into wearing makeup, if I'd ever go out on a night out, or I had like a wedding or something and I was out for a very, very, very long time, sometimes I'd be lazy. I wouldn't take off my makeup. It was really bad. I would not take off my makeup. I'd sleep in it, and the next day I'd be like, it's fine, my skin is fine, everything is fine. But obviously it's not. Never ever ever do. So number 7, I never had a lot of coloured lipsticks. The most lipsticks, like coloured lipsticks, I ended up buying when I started to do makeup like on clients professionally, and then for my own use for like after I got married and stuff. So I only ever had like sort of nude lipsticks. These nude lipsticks did not even compliment me at all. I found a picture the other day, well not the other day, probably a year back actually. I say the other day, it feels like the other day. Probably a year back before I got married, and I found a picture and it looked like I had concealer on my lips, and nobody said anything to me. I could not believe nobody said anything to me. The 8th thing, and I'm actually struggling now trying to think of something else, the 8th thing I would say would be my blusher. I would like pack on like seriously chunky my blusher. I put so much blusher on, it was really, really, really bad. And again, my brother, he was like, one day I remember we were going to, I think it was to a wedding or something, and I must have been about 21 or something, maybe, yeah, I said 21, or 20, I think I was 20, I think. Anyway, I put on my blusher and stuff, and my brother was like, what's wrong with your face, seriously, like why have you got so much on? And I guess lighting really matters, and being really light-handed. Like now this is really subtle blush and this is how I like it, but then I guess you could probably say I was watching a lot of the circus stuff. I had proper big rosy cheeks and everything, and it was really bad. It did not look nice at all. The 9th thing that I would say would be a really, really, really bad thing was, and I started to do this like the times when I thought I'd go for the no makeup look. So when you go for like a no makeup look, you can like a tinted moisturiser, a light foundation, you know, so not heavy coverage. You can still put a bit of bronzer, so very minimal bronzer, you know, a bit of highlight and just a bit of mascara, and it's fine. Guess what I did? I did not fill in my eyebrows, did not put no mascara on, did not put any gloss on my lips or anything, and I went heavy on my foundation. I seriously looked really, really, really weird. Like seriously, really weird. And I remember one time when my brother was getting married, my other brother's girlfriend at the time, wife now, said to me, Raji, I think you need to go to your cupboard, to your bedroom, and put some mascara on and put some lip gloss on or something like that, because you look very plastic. And I was like, no you didn't. That's what I was like. I was like, oh god, because I thought I was rocking it. I thought I was seriously rocking that look, And then my brother, who was getting married, he was like, oh, what did she say? And I was like, I'm going to go put some like mascara and stuff on. And he was like, yeah, but you look perfectly fine and stuff. So I asked my other sister, and she was like, my little sister, not so little now, I asked her, and she was like, yeah, I kind of agree with her, you know, put something on, you do look a bit like, you know, just one dimension and stuff. And I put it on, but I used to rock that a lot, and I'm glad, like, you know, she said something to me, because sometimes it is, you know, we think we're rocking a look, and sometimes, like, people are a bit scared to say something to you. And they shouldn't be, they should just tell you. The final thing would have to be the bright under eyes. I was obsessed with like a really bright under eye. And I guess I wore the most lightest of concealer ever, and it was literally like, this was all bright and this was all my skin tone. That's how it was. And I was fine. I'd go out with it. I thought it was it. I thought, that is it, like I have mastered it. That's what I thought. Until one day, one of my good friends actually said to me, Raji, that's not nice. Seriously, that is not nice. Stop doing that. I was like, what are you on about? Stop doing what? And she was like, stop putting that light concealer underneath your eyes. It does not look good. And I was like, what do you mean it does look good? I want the highlighted effect. And she was like, I think you need to take some lessons or practice or something, because it's not nice. And like, I just find it so hilarious, because we do things and we think it looks nice, and we think like, you know what, we're rocking the look or whatever else. Seriously, the only advice I can like give is, and if I could speak to my younger self, like the only advice I'd give myself is, get yourself a good mirror, get yourself some good lighting, and practice your bloody makeup before you put it on. It's really bad. These are my 10 mistakes that I used to make. I no longer make them. Well, I try not to make them, you know, but no, I no longer make them. So what are your 10 mistakes? And I tag everyone who makes YouTube videos who are watching me right now. I want to see all of all of y'all's videos. And thank you all for watching, and I shall see you all soon. Bye!